The billionaire's recent announcement urging his die-hard fans to bid farewell to social media for good is doing rounds on the internet. If you're wondering why the Tesla CEO would make such a conflicting statement, considering he is knees deep in loans after recently signing off on his Twitter ownership, we've got you. So, stick around to the end of the video, because this one for sure is about to blow your mind. Before getting into the thick of it, let's first take a brief look at the reason why Musk went through the ordeal of buying out the microblogging site in the first place. The SpaceX CEO has always been a raging advocate of free speech. Time and time again, he pops up on our screen telling us how Twitter is nothing but a site infiltrated with bots spreading false information. He believes that people should have the perception that they're able to express their controversial opinions without fearing of police arrest or legal proceeding. He is thinking of an open sourcing Twitter's algorithm, so the option of free speech is available for all users. If you've been following the news for a while, you know that buying out Twitter wasn't a piece of cake for the world's richest man alive. The dude put a huge chunk of his earnings at stake, and then there was an issue of the folks in Twitter's headquarters refusing to give him access to the spam accounts. A painstakingly long 3-month period, and several court orders later, Musk was finally able to wrap up the deal and make amends in the site's layout. So, why did he suddenly ask people to delete their social media accounts and live a life free of the curses of these websites? Let's find out. When talking about the social media accounts to delete, Musk is very cleverly singling out Twitter and emphasizing that Facebook and Instagram are super problematic. He says that Instagram particularly creates a false perception of reality, as people generally appear happier and more content with their lives in the pictures they share than they actually are. A bunch of editing goes into making these pictures Instagrammable, and since people tend to think themselves related to others, this prospect can really be damaging for their overall mental well-being. We gotta give it to Elon. Man, sure knows how to make a solid good point. Joe Rogan, in response to the billionaire's remarks, expressed his concerns regarding habitual Instagram users plunging themselves into the world of argued reality, since they definitely wouldn't want to live in the real world after being showered with thousands of likes and comments online. And just like one might have expected, Musk said that this is a likely outcome for someone whose happiness relies on the number of likes their picture is getting on the said social media platform. Instagram isn't the only target of Musk's borderline hateful comments. The billionaire has had flashiest fights with Mark Zuckerberg in the past, and he isn't too keen on leaving Zuckerberg's Facebook out of the situation too. Musk is on the view that Google, having been granted unsolicited access to our Facebook profiles, tracks our moves, and knows us way better than we know ourselves. While Facebook claims that the data is used to support small business owners, Musk thinks that the very data that is what makes Facebook the highest grossing social media platform to ever exist. Elon Musk doesn't trust Facebook one bit, and has deleted his account following the massive information leak that took place a while back. He is urging his followers to do the same. He thinks that he doesn't need a billion accounts to convey what's on his mind. If people wish to hear his opinions, they can just log into Twitter and partake in whatever's ongoing feud the billionaire is actively involved in. As for Instagram, the business magnate doesn't really feel the need to post pictures, so it doesn't make sense for him to have an extra app on his mobile phone. One can raise a compelling argument about Instagram being much more than just a photo sharing site, and believe me, folks have tried, but the billionaire simply isn't having it. To make matters interesting, if you were presented with the option to delete your Instagram or Facebook account for once an ounce of guaranteed mental peace, would you? How about if we throw in a couple of $1 million into the mix? What then? I bet you're rethinking your answer right now. The tech giant has had his fair share of struggles getting a hold of the list of spam accounts on Twitter. He thinks that the purpose for purchasing Twitter is lost. The site is not wiped out clean of the bots and malicious spam profiles. He has thus far managed to acquire the official list for Twitter headquarters, and we are all highly anticipating his steps towards making Twitter the safest social media platform out there. Click one of the two videos on your screen right now.